Sorry, my camera shut down. Anyway, I was saying many of you have gone within to find the answers to this conflict. And this was the right way, or your right way. That way you actually connected with pick cards, tarot, and this was also a reminder that you needed more space for yourselves. Some of you could have been surrounded with just way too much conflict, way too many different ideas, different advice, different people trying to counsel you on something, trying to help you, but also you within yourself. Maybe some of you have had trouble connecting your heart with your head, or having maybe different thoughts or conflicting thoughts, or seeing just too many different positions or different ways that just were actually bringing you a lot of conflict and a lot of uncertainty, maybe a sense of doubt, self-doubt, a sense of not being secure or stable in your decisions, not being clear on what you wanted to do. I'm sensing here root chakra. You guys could have had root chakra issues, maybe. Sorry, I have to say this. I'm channeling it, but I'm hearing hemorrhoids. Some of you could have had hemorrhoids. So this is not for all, but hemorrhoids a lot of the time are connected with anger and temper issues, control as well. What else, Path 3? What have you learned or you're learning? Welcome in surrender. Beautiful. You guys have surrendered. There's a lot of surrender here, Path 3. You guys have embraced your emotions. You've embraced this sense of conflict. You've embraced it as part of who you are. Many of you have done a lot of shadow work. You just embraced by surrendering. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. This is so sweet, Path 3. You guys could be seeing threes. You guys could also have collaborated with others some way or some shape or form here, where you realize together there is a sense of oneness. And yes, I'm also hearing pick up piles. Many of you could be actually watching different ones, or let's say you see a reading, you watch all the piles and you see that all of them have the same points or the same essence, the same source. They're all connected somehow. And this is something that actually was brought to you in terms of knowledge, message, but really in terms of guidance and understanding yourself, understanding the deeper meaning of the message that you were keeping or getting from the different piles. You decided to go within and find the one. You've surrendered as well your heart. You're feeling anything that was conflicted within yourself, especially in the heart chakra. You've opened your heart to new beginnings. You've surrendered control. You've surrendered control. I'm hearing you guys have been saved, or many of you feel that you felt almost saved in so many ways. Liberating love. Gorgeous. I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. Wow, I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. Some of you could have been really strong givers when it comes to love, relationships. You could have been given so much, not receiving much because your heart was not open. You guys could have built up a lot of resentment in love, in romantic relationship, but also in platonic relationship. Built up a lot of resentment around your heart, maybe built walls. I'm seeing a triangle here, Path 3. Some of you could have been in third parties or put in situations that were hurtful, or people were putting you in their, I don't know, never in their priorities. I'm hearing always a bridesmaid, never the bride. Never the main attention of the relationship that you guys were in. Maybe you were never the priority, or you felt that way anyway. You decided to really go and look within. Many of you have decided that, yes, I mean, you do deserve to receive the fulfillment you're giving to others. You do deserve to receive the same kind of treatment, the same kind of energy, and that it's really worth asking for it or opening yourself up to receive it and surrendering your anger. Many of you have released a lot of the resentment you had in terms of your old connections, your old relationships. You've released a lot of that resentment. You've surrendered. Okay, one more, and then we'll take a look at the Tarot Pile 3. What else? Encountering conflicts. Again, more conflict. Wow. This is crazy. I don't choose sides. I take a stand. Again, more triangles. Triangles might mean something to you, Pile 3. Encountering conflicts. I sense here, Pile 3, many of you could have had issues as soon as you're not working one-on-one. Maybe at work when you're working in triangles, you know, with 3 or more than 2, you guys could have found things to be unbalanced or difficult. Every time you guys could have had to work in a team or in a group. Any times that it's not one-on-one, things could have been conflictual, or you could have felt that people really didn't listen to you, didn't really give you the attention that you needed, or there's something there. I don't choose sides, I take a stand. You're being here, you've been shown that one side or another is actually the same. You know, I take a stand. I decide it's almost like putting yourself at a higher frequency. This is what I was telling you about non-duality. Many of you have put yourself outside, almost outside the matrix, outside the box of choosing a masculine, feminine, good, bad, all of that, duality, polarities. You've pulled yourself out of it and you've decided to take a stand. And this is how you resolve your own conflicts. Your inner conflict and your outer conflicts have started resolving themselves in that same way. Many of you have learned to connect back to your heart chakra to resolve that conflict. All right, let's take a look at the tarot. Pile 3. 7, 17, 7, 7. Some of you could be seeing sevens. Oh, you have a 3 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, and the 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. A lot of 3s in your reading, Pile 3. You guys could be seeing 3s. You know, 3, 3, 3. 3 of Cups. You have the 2 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. So Pile 3, how does this help you? How did it help you or helping you at this moment? Reconnect in a better way, maybe with your colleagues, maybe with a better, you guys might have attracted better colleagues, better working environment, especially the 8 of Pentacles. Many of you could have felt that you had to work hard, but it helped you work hard on yourselves. And in order to understand more your collaborations, your friendships, your platonic relationships, your love relationships, many of you have surrendered the sense of having to fight or having to always wait or beg others for attention or beg others for being more available to you, I'm hearing. You guys have found a lot more harmony. There is this very strong Cancerian energy here, Pile 3. You guys could have Cancer in your chart. There's something here that you've solved about your family dynamics. Some of you could have seen difficult relationships in your family. Maybe your parents have difficulties interacting within the couple, within the family, or with others, with friends, with society. This is something you've solved within yourselves. You were able to conquer. You guys have created balance. This beautiful 2 of Cups, especially when it comes to your relationships. Platonic, romantic. You've gained balance. You've opened your heart chakra. You guys have gained a lot more ability to really create harmonious friendships. I'm also hearing, Pile 3, some of you have started opening up more to others. You guys could have been maybe taking a step back, maybe resentful of everything that is having to do with society, social events, being in crowds, being in groups, spending time in parties. You guys could have taken a step back or had maybe a resentful energy towards it. And this has changed. You guys have gained a lot of confidence back. You've worked really hard on yourselves here, pile 3. A lot of hard work, a lot of rooting and, grounding yourself, putting yourself to hard work every day, almost like day to day. You guys are putting hard work every day in yourselves. So if you chose a practice, if you chose something, you guys have just committed yourselves to that. Virgo energy. Always putting yourself in service to others, not giving it your all, basically. The bottom of the deck, you have the 3 of Wands energy. You guys have created something out of this. You guys are starting to expand, moving forward, or create at this moment something more meaningful to you, especially when it comes to the wand energy, your fire, feeling inspired, getting inspired ideas, getting inspired with what you do, your project, with the people you work with, your collaborations. This has changed, this has shifted for you. You guys have gained back your power in your relationships. You guys could have had a lot of difficulties, maybe collaborating with others, maybe working with others, maybe even connecting with others in general, especially at work or in your work settings. All right, so my beautiful pile 3, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please don't forget to like, and I'll see you later. Bye. Hi, pile 4. You guys chose the Eagle. And your message is, thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. So pile 4. Wow, you guys could have been in a fearful mode, or maybe maybe not fearful, but you guys could have been closed off or have had your walls up. You guys could have been closed off when it comes to your hearts and also your head, your crown. I'm sensing your crown, your heart. You guys could have been really protecting yourself, protecting your beliefs, or holding too tight on things that really needed to be distracted or released, or just maybe shifted. You guys have expanded so much your beliefs or your trust, the way you see the world around you, since you guys have started doing tarot or watching pick up cards. You guys have released anything that's not your highest goods. You guys have gone beyond multiple things when it comes to your fearful attitude. Some of you could have been fearful of the others, society, or what others can bring to you. You guys have asked for help from others, and they might have not been helpful. They could have been actually very much putting you down, or have put you in limited beliefs. You guys have been able to see what is of the highest good. Many of you have discovered what is for your what is it that you need to do for your own highest good. Many of you have taken a lot of advice from picker cards and have learned to really trust yourself. Many of you have also realized that it's really important to be thankful to the universe, thankful to whoever is bringing you those messages, thankful to your angels, your, gods, whatever you believe in. That by being thankful, being grateful, you're opening the opportunities, you're opening the doors to actually being able to receive what you've been asking for, and to receive what is for your highest good. Many of you could have been in a resistant mode. You could have been trying to attract, but you were too resistant, or there was something that was blocking. And you have the ego. Wow, this is very powerful energy. It says power, creation, illumination, exploration. Pile 4, you guys have been I'm hearing crowned as the king or the queen, since you guys have discovered this side of yours. Almost every culture that has had contact with eagles has imbued them with power and influence. Native Americans worshipped this bird as the creator of all things. This is a masculine energy here, pile 4. You guys could have really embodied this masculine emperor energy. Eagle feathers have thus been used as talismans by shamanic healers, and they are given as rewards for individual feats of courage or bravery. Many of you have surpassed your fears. You guys have overcome your fears, your limiting beliefs, but specifically anything that was putting you in a confusion state, in a place where you were stuck or you felt very fearful. Any limited beliefs you've released. You have gained back your power of creation. Some of you have the eagle as a native animal. You can look up the spirit animal in the native chart. Some of you have the eagle. Many of you have opened yourself up to new beginnings, explorative mode. You're just deciding, you know what? Let's see what happens. Let's see what comes my way. Just open yourself up in many ways, especially around your crown, the thoughts, the beliefs you had about yourself and about the world. A lot of it has been illuminated for you. Let's see what else. I'm also hearing sight. Some of you could have clairvoyant skills. Yeah, something about sight, the third eye. Pyramid of light. Step your vibration deeper into love. What was I telling you? Your third eye. Many of you have activated your third eye. You opened up your beliefs, your crown chakra. Many of you have been receiving a lot of light from Sirius, planet Sirius. Step your vibration deeper into love. Pile 4, you guys have received a lot of insights and a lot of healing energy from outside our planets here. You guys have received a lot of energy here that is from extraterrestrial origin here. You guys could have had past life in Egypt. You guys have opened yourself to new beginnings. You have released old beliefs. You have let go, and you've decided to ground whatever insights, whatever spiritual background for some, but spiritual insights in general that you've received. You've grounded. You're working on grounding that. You actually healers here, Pile 4. Many of you have healed your ancestral patterns, and you're working on healing others. Or you're discovering your healing abilities. I'm also hearing many of you are healers through words. You guys are very good at speaking, public speakers, or you're working on your communicative skills, writing. You've stepped into a vibration that's much deeper than where you were at. You've released the fear in order to welcome love in your heart, but also in your spirit. Healing the divine masculine. I was telling you, I was sensing a lot of masculine energy. You guys could have worked on healing your divine masculine. You guys could have connected here very powerfully with the divine masculine here. Many of you have stepped into your emperor's energy. Many of you have opened your own businesses. You've actually grown in your career. Many of you have opened up to new insights, clairaudience. Very strong stance here, Pile 4. You guys, this is, I forgot, but you're right. You chose number 4, which is the Emperor energy. Osiris rises. Pile 4. Osiris here is rising from the dead, okay? This is not a zombie, but you know, Isis, she went and she saved him after Set had killed him and cut all his pieces everywhere, put it all over the world. She saved him. So this is Osiris rising from the dead. That's why Osiris here is green. But Osiris has healed. You guys have healed your masculine side. Anything that was toxic, that was brought from your masculine, your dad ancestral line, you guys have worked on healing that. You've gained, I'm hearing you've used a lot of patience with yourselves, or you are using a lot of patience with yourselves. Very patient, very much open, receptive. You've learned to listen to that side of yours, masculine side, in order to realize that it can be protective, it can be strong, it can be stable, it can be secure, it can help you take active action, yeah, I mean, take a stance, but I meant active action. Take action, or being more active rather than passive, but in a very positive way, not having to demeanor anybody or take a dominant stance here. You don't actually have to step all over everybody to be patriarchal necessarily, and this is something you've learned here, and you're teaching others surrounding you, maybe the masculines you guys are connecting with. Maybe even your dad here. Some of you have been speaking with your dad about things like that, or other masculines who are surrounding you. There's a lot of healing here that has happened for you while you're learning about tarot, or you're connecting with pick a cards. I'm also hearing some of you have become shamanic healers here. Very courageous energy. You guys have stepped into your bravery. No more cowards here. No more waiting for things to happen. No more giving away your power to people who actually don't need it, or don't understand it, or don't appreciate it. What else? Cartouche, divine names of power. This is writing. Before I was telling you, you guys are connecting with your public speaking skills, whether it is through writing or speaking. This is your voice being activated, your throat chakra being opened. Many of you have opened your throats after connecting with pick a cards and tarot. Many of you have started writing for others, writing for yourselves, writing for also hearing anything that has to do with maybe your ancestors, your memory, anything that is related to what needs to be remembered about you. Many of you are leaving legacies through writing, legacies through public speaking, podcasts. I'm also hearing some of you might have chosen a spiritual name. You might have chosen a spiritual name since you've connected with this. You might have been guided to do so. Messengers of the gods. Pile 4, many of you are connecting with birds, the messengers of the gods. That's why you chose the eagle. A lot of power here has been bestowed to you, but you're also understanding that with great power comes great responsibilities. I just watched the Spider-Man movie yesterday. So yes, with great power comes great responsibility, and this is positive masculine skills. This is what your healing of the masculine, the divine masculine, has showed you, has brought to you, has opened you up, your eyes up to that reality. More for my beautiful pile. For what else? Porter of lights. Ooh. She glides on wings through time and space. Pile 4. You've used pick a cards and tarot as a portal of light, as a portal to open up to this healing energy coming from beyond our planet Earth, to help you heal yourself and others, to help you bring new beginnings for yourself and others, to help you bring truth, good, I'm also hearing your own good fortune, but really opening up your throat, speaking to others, opening your hands to others, being more presence. It's all about presence here, pile 4. Many of you have found stillness. There is a sense of presence here. You guys have detached in so many ways. Many of you have gained a lot of detachments here. And this is this beautiful, positive, masculine, divine energy. You've learned to detach. And that's why you can go through time and space and find portals that are not connected to time and space. Many of you have opened your Akashic records. Many of you have connected to different dimensions here, finding your truth, finding out about your past lives, finding out about so many different stories here, or also skills you've gained in the different lives you've had, and your spiritual growth here. You guys have connected with maybe Isis as a guide, or other spirit guides here. Many of you are very much in your power here. You guys are very connected with your higher selves. Again, wings, everything having to do with wings here, pile 4. You guys have gained wings. Some of you are shapeshifters. Some of you are actually astral projecting. At night, you guys might be shifting into birds. I'm hearing crows, ravens, eagles maybe as well. Let's take a look at the tarot, pile 4. What have you learned? What are you learning? The 3 of Wands, pile 4. What have you learned and what are you learning? What else? The 2 of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Empress energy, gorgeous. We just talked about the Emperor, and now you have the Empress energy. So what have you learned? What else? You have the 3 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, and you have the Ace of Wands. Again, I'm hearing opening up new portals. New portals. Ace of Wands. New portals. Gaining back your strength, your sense of being inspired. Maybe many of you could have been blocked here, or closing your hearts to new beginnings, to take in a fresh start here. Many of you could have been in a long period of stalemate energy. This, I think, is Libra in Saturn, or yeah, Saturn in Libra. You've been closed off, or you've been closed off to opportunities here, especially with this Empress energy. You guys could have been, oh yeah, look at the bird again. All the messages you're receiving from the birds here, pile 4. You are being called to do things, to take chances, to produce, to be more in your Empress energy. So Empress energy is very productive. Empress energy is all the queens. It's the sense of being creative. Some of you are connecting with pile 3. So 2 of Swords here, pile 4. Yes, you guys could have been wanting to take a chance, but not doing so. Wanting to, just being afraid, basically. You guys could have been afraid. And that fear could have been really subconscious. You guys could have seen it in your dreams. You guys could have discovered it actually through pick of cards or tarot. You guys could have noticed that this was a confusion and fear that was keeping you stuck in your thoughts, keeping you stuck in indecisive mode, keeping you stuck in a stalemate, stagnant energy. And many of you didn't really realize it until you maybe connected with pick of cards or tarot. You connected more with your dreams. You connected more with your sense of purpose and your emotions around certain type of decisions. Why are you stuck? Why are you stuck about specific decisions? Why are you stuck about specific opportunities? Why aren't you taking a chance there? Well, you discovered why, or you understood why. You also understood your shadow side here, which was possibly here connected to your divine masculine. Some of you could have had a lot of toxic masculine traits. Some of you were repressing the masculine within you. And this was shown to you. You guys discovered that a lot. You guys were maybe brought up that way. This could have been something that was started in your childhood years, or maybe when you were a young teenager here. It was keeping you stuck and you just closed your eyes. You didn't want to see. Some of you, I'm hearing, it has to do with the divorce of your parents. Some of you had to disconnect abruptly from your dad. You might have lost a dad or a masculine figure that was important to you. You guys are opening yourself up to a new beginning, to new earth, to strength that you couldn't have before. You guys are expanding. You guys have chosen the path. You're waiting for your ships now. You guys have taken a stand here. You're taking back your power. Many of you have a lot more confidence. You guys are just learning to really take your own power into your own hands. You've chosen yourself, but you've also chosen a path. And you started actually working on it. Many of you have already decided to, plant this Ace of Wands, take this opportunity, take this potential and drive it to make it a Three of Wands and really jump to this next step, actually, without even going through the Two of Wands. You guys have jumped to the next level, the Three of Wands, really already waiting for your ships. Many of you could have contact. I'm hearing contractors or people who are overseas. Some contractors, I'm also hearing sponsors could have contacted you from overseas. You guys could have had other opportunities from a place that's far away from you. Overseas, maybe. You just gain so much more confidence within your own masculine energy. This is the root chakra, pile 4. You guys have gained a lot more stability, more security within your own emotional well-being, especially when it comes to your masculine side. No more hesitation, no more blockages. You guys took this wand and you transformed it here. You chose yourself and you transformed it and you took charge. At the bottom of the deck, of course, you had this beautiful Empress. You guys are embracing this Empress energy. You've producing, you're giving birth to who you are now, your new beginning, who you're becoming as well as a person. Libra, Taurus energy. You have a lot of Libra energy in your reading, my beautiful pile 4. Alright, pile 4, that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please don't forget to like, and I'll see you later. Bye.